how AI and blockchain together could reshape civilization. For years, artificial intelligence and blockchain have evolved in parallel, one mastering the art of prediction, the other perfecting the science of trust. But now, in 2025, the collision of these two forces is beginning to look less like a technical milestone and more like a civilizational shift. Separately, they've already transformed industries. Together, they could redefine how humanity organizes knowledge, power, economy, and even consciousness itself. The true story of AI and blockchain is not about software. It's about the architecture of civilization in the digital age. At its core, AI is about understanding and generating intelligence, learning patterns, automating thought, and simulating decision-making. Blockchain, by contrast, is about ensuring integrity, preserving truth, securing ownership, and enforcing rules without intermediaries. The fusion of the two could finally solve the ancient tension between intelligence and trust. For the first time in history, we could have systems that both think and verify, create and audit, act and remain accountable. This convergence could dismantle the centralization that has quietly defined modern society and replace it with networks that are not only intelligent but self-governing. Imagine a world where data no longer flows through corporate silos, but through transparent, decentralized networks that no single authority can manipulate. In this world, AI models wouldn't belong to tech giants. They'd be distributed across global nodes, trained on shared datasets protected by cryptographic proofs. Every transaction, every decision, every model update could be logged immutably. Trust wouldn't depend on reputation. It would be mathematically guaranteed. The same system that produces intelligence would also secure it, creating a civilization where transparency and autonomy coexist. The current digital ecosystem runs on an imbalance. AI centralizes power, while blockchain decentralizes it. Big tech's dominance stems from their control over data, the lifeblood of machine learning. The more data they possess, the more powerful their models become, reinforcing their dominance in a self-feeding loop. Blockchain, however, disrupts this logic. It introduces the possibility of shared data ownership, where individuals collectively contribute to and benefit from the training of AI systems. Data unions, DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and tokenized knowledge economies are early signs of this shift. In the near future, instead of being mined by corporations, human data could be protected, traded, and valued by the people who generate it. In this new paradigm, AI doesn't just serve humanity, it belongs to humanity. Picture a decentralized AI marketplace, where algorithms are not hidden behind corporate APIs but shared across peer-to-peer networks. Anyone, anywhere, could deploy or combine models to create new applications, from personalized healthcare AIs to community-driven economic systems. Smart contracts would automatically handle payments, rights, and permissions. Each contribution, no matter how small, could be recognized and rewarded. The same logic that powers decentralized finance could power decentralized intelligence. This merging of cognitive and cryptographic systems also redefines the idea of governance. Governments and corporations rely on trust hierarchies, managers, auditors, regulators to enforce order. But AI plus blockchain could automate many of these structures. Imagine global DAOs that allocate resources, distribute aid, or even make policy decisions based on transparent AI analyses, all recorded immutably. Voting could be tamper-proof, contracts self-enforcing, and public records permanently verifiable. Bureaucracy, one of civilization's oldest inefficiencies, could be reduced to code. And with AI acting as the brain and blockchain as the skeleton, societies could become both more adaptive and more incorruptible. Still, such power brings its own paradoxes. The same tools that promise liberation could also create new forms of control. A blockchain-based world of permanent data can be both transparent and inescapable. When AI models analyze these ledgers, privacy itself becomes a fragile concept. Without careful design, decentralization could give birth to what some call transparent totalitarianism, a society where everything is recorded and nothing forgotten. The ethical architecture of this fusion will matter as much as its technical one. There's also the question of speed. AI evolves exponentially, while blockchain, by design, moves slowly to preserve security. This mismatch creates tension. Intelligent systems crave flexibility, trust systems require stability. The challenge will be finding the balance. A protocol that allows AI's creativity without compromising blockchain's integrity. Projects like decentralized computation layers, zero-knowledge proofs, and federated learning are already attempting to bridge this gap. They could enable AI to train on encrypted data, keeping it private while still learning from it. If perfected, this could unlock a world where intelligence grows freely without sacrificing human rights. The economic consequences would be staggering. People might rent out their idle processing power to train AI models, earning digital rewards. Artists could mint AI-generated works on the blockchain, preserving provenance forever. Even reputation could become a tradable asset, recorded transparently on-chain. The border between human and machine labor would blur, and so would the concept of ownership itself. And yet, the most profound change might be philosophical. When intelligence becomes decentralized and trust becomes automatic, civilization may no longer depend on traditional institutions, governments, banks, or universities to coordinate human activity. Instead, the fabric of society itself could be computational. We may begin to live inside digital organisms, systems that evolve, adapt, and self-regulate like living ecosystems. The world would cease to be managed from the top down and instead flow dynamically from the bottom up, governed by the logic of consensus and cognition. By 2030, the signs of this merger will likely be everywhere. Smart cities governed by autonomous DAOs, self-optimizing energy grids, reputation-based economies, decentralized media networks immune to censorship, and AI-driven legal systems that execute justice in real time. Civilization would no longer be built on paper institutions but on living algorithms. Power would no longer be held, it would be computed. The deeper question, though, is not how AI and blockchain will reshape civilization, but what kind of civilization we want them to create. These technologies are mirrors, reflecting the values of their makers. If built for profit, they'll amplify inequality. If built for openness, they could democratize intelligence itself. The future is not predetermined by the code. It's determined by those who write it. AI gave us artificial minds. Blockchain gave us artificial trust. Together, they could give us something even greater. An intelligent civilization. One where humanity's knowledge, creativity, and ethics are woven into the digital DNA of the planet itself. The fusion of these two forces could mark not the end of human civilization, but its next great beginning. A civilization that thinks, remembers, and evolves as one.